Right now my Lenovo Legion Y530 is rendering a 4K video. And this is the noise it makes. So if you do not want to draw attention to yourself, say in your professional environment or in class, you will not want to buy the Lenovo Legion Y530. And I'll show just some recordings I've made earlier. This was just actually when, whoa, hold steady there. This was actually just when I was I was watching a YouTube video, and this was while it was just charging. I was just watching a YouTube video. You can see the speaker, the volume is, by the way, not very loud, so I'll come back to that. And this are the decibels when the fans starts while watching a YouTube video. And this I had this measurement going on for approximately 10 centimeters from the back vent, so it was about, I was measuring it from about here. I was measuring. So this measurement could have been taken as the same for this rendering right now. And then look what happened when I was turned off the video and the vents, the computer wasn't charging anymore. Then again, they came down to 20 decibels. But 60 decibels, and these were the max and the average and the max. This maximum of over 60 decibels of that is just too much noise. It's simply too noisy to have this computer. And right now, as I was saying, I was rendering a 4K video, and it's just it seems like every time I do something, all of a sudden it starts up, and I look out the window, and there isn't like a screeching sound or nothing. It's not like one of the vents is faulty or something, because then it would be more noticeable. I'm an old musician, I'm used to listening for errors. So it isn't like a technical issue with the fans or nothing. It's just the level of noise that this computer gives out.
CPU, 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 256 gigabyte SSD, it's a PCI Express.
Okay, so right now I'm just going to talk quickly about the quality of the speakers on this laptop, the Legion Y530. And the reason why I'm doing this is because that's the second reason I'm not keeping this. That's also the third reason why I'm not keeping this computer. But the speakers, they simply aren't loud enough. And I'm an old musician, as I told you. And by the way, let's just start off with the reason why the sound quality in the start of the video was so important was because my phone, the Samsung S4, which I'm recording with, the old phone, it tries to filter off any noise. So my voice came through, but it tried to filter away the noise, so you couldn't actually hear the noise levels that my computer was doing while rendering. Well, that's just an explanation. So maybe it didn't sound too noisy for you. But trust me, it's very noisy because my phone just filters the noise away, so I can't really show you. But you have to trust me on this. I'm an old musician, I can hear stuff. The sound quality of the speakers in the Lenovo they're set somewhere, I don't know, the sound sort of comes out from, I don't even know where the sounds come out from, but it's very, very muffled. And the sound audio is managed by audio by Harman. Well, and it's not a really, I'll try to fix this. Anyhow, it's not very good, to say the least. That management, whatever management they've done, they have not done very good. Because of the build quality. By the way, I'll just, sorry I'm getting all over the place, but I really want to take a few moments just to actually give some positives to this computer, because the build quality of this, it's built like, it's all plasticky, right? So you can't avoid that. But it's built like it was going to war, and it's, if you, I won't nudge it on on its sides because I'm going backwards to the store with this. But it's so well built, and it has these kind of you can see them there and here. These are all rubbery stripes which attach themselves to the floor, so you will never lose it. Well, once it's stood on a table somewhere, you will just never lose it. And even if you were to drop it on the floor, then I guarantee you it will not crack or anything. And there's this weird thing about the lid, which can bend all this way. I don't know, because it's not drawn upon, so there's just no. So that was just one very positive thing about this computer. But the sound quality, it is so muffled. It's so mid-range. The middle, not mid-range, the middle. The highs are not there. The lows are not quite there too. But the middle is very loud. So you can say that's easy on the ears. Yes, it is. But at the same time, when the noise starts up,
and a 7,200
if you try to hear
storage and a full 6
this dude here from Own or Disown, I often see some of his reviews. But his voice combined with just the computer charging, then you won't be able to hear anything. Because his voice is muffled to begin with, and then you have these muffly sounding
brushed aluminium look and a herringbone texture by the centrally look.
That's how it sounds in real life when the fans kick in. So you gotta trust me on this. It is simply not acceptable. Okay, and then my third point, muscle memory. When I'm just typing away, I'm typing a lot of times. I tend to just hit this point over here where there should be an enter test, but there isn't. And it's the same. It's just so annoying because I've remembered it somehow in my hands just to do that. And it's the same while you're using the numpads. You just each time you've ever typed a digit, you always enter the last thing you do, but it's gone. And I know it's there, and I know you could get used to that, but that's just so unbelievably annoying to me. I'm just so sad. Then there's the last thing about I know it's not the loudest of clicks, but this is just, I'm old school, right? But this is just such a small touchpad. And the clickety click ain't doing that much better for it. So it's like, this is too old. This is not / good enough. This is just, this is made by Adobe Premiere Package developers. The Adobe people who work at Adobe. They've made this layout, and I'm sure of that because each and every day they go to work to try their utmost to destroy and make people's lives harder. They think, how could we possibly do something to annoy the hell out of people? Let's put it in our Photoshop, let's put it in our Illustrator, let's make this completely utter horrendous way of doing something into our product. That's the way we're going to do forward from now, yeah. And they've been working on the numeric keyboards for this on this computer for sure. Well, that's all for now. I'm heading back to the store with this computer. It's just not for me. Too noisy. Can't hear the speakers. I'm not a gamer. I'll not be wearing headpieces. The numeric keys, idiotic without an enter test. That's very dangerous. Enter button. So, thank you for now, Brian. Little out. Hello, just one last thing. Can I please ask you to hit that subscribe button, and also if you want to the bell button, and perhaps give me a thumbs up. Then I'll be very, very happy for that, because I want to build up this channel and to see to what it could be developed into. Please give me some notes also, what your thoughts are on this video you've just seen. I know it's a bit long, but is it okay when I do the funny subtitles or the semi-funny subtitles? Please let me know. Every comment is something I can learn from. And also I'll be coming home with a new device pretty soon, so I'll do an unboxing and you can ask me questions to that product when you see it. So the questions you want to know about that. So thank you for following. My name is Brian, I'm from Denmark.